After an alliance with the Samajwadi Party in Uttar Pradesh, the Congress and Aadmi Party announced an alliance in Delhi, Gujarat, Haryana, and Goa and Chandigarh. In Delhi, out of the 7 seats, Congress will field candidates on 3 seats and Aadmi Party will fight on 4 seats. In Gujarat, out of the 26 seats, Congress will fight on 24 seats and Aadmi Party will field candidates on 2 seats. In Haryana, out of the 10 seats, Congress will field candidates on 9 seats and Aadmi Party will fight for 1 seat. In Goa, Congress will fight on 2 out of 2 seats, and similarly in Chandigarh, which has only 1 seat, the Congress will fight on that. To discuss more on this, we have with us Managing Editor of HW News Network, Mr. Sujit Nair with us. Sujit ji, welcome to this special Saturday special live.
Thank you, Shashank.
Yeah. Your opening remarks on the seat sharing arrangement in the 5 states that has been announced.
See, I was very sure. I have given an editorial on this 3 weeks back, 4 weeks back, that just because there are some squabbles here and there, just because seat sharing there are issues, just because there are statements flying from one end and another end and all, that doesn't mean that India alliance is broken. Please go through my editorial. I have said this 4 weeks back. Okay, see, there are 3 things which I need you to understand, and I need our viewers to I want to express it to my viewers. That listen, you know what? Seat sharing does not mean everything is over. Or seat sharing doesn't mean that, okay, now India alliance is very powerful, it is going to take over, it is going to defeat BJP. No, nothing of that sort. Seat sharing is one of the various methodologies where political parties come together to fight, to compete with a larger party. Okay, so seat sharing is one of them. A lot of places, seat sharing may not be a good idea. It may not be a good idea because the anti-incumbency of one party may affect the other. So neither that party will win or this party will win. So seat sharing is not the ultimate solution. That's number 1. Number 2 is, and I'm going to go on, I'm going to gloat, that I had said that there is a 4-3 arrangement that has already been made in Delhi. I had said this a month back. And the 4-3 arrangement will come out when the time is right. And it came out now when the time is right. Reason being that they had to hold it on. There was an understanding. They had to hold it on so that the entire country, all the other seat sharings are done, negotiated well. You see, please understand, political party has got 2 fronts to face. A, they have to face their supporters, their voters. 2, they have to also face their internal team, their own candidates who are aspiring to be MLAs and MPs. Now you need to understand, a political party will always put up a very tough face in their negotiating table. They will not be that, "Arey sir, kaise ho Rahul ji bahut achhe hain," and Rahul ji won't say that, "Arey Arvind Kejriwal ji bahut achhe hain." Aisa sab nahi hoga. They will have tough talks. They will have at times criticize, they will talk against each other. Didn't Akhilesh Yadav speak against Rahul Gandhi? Didn't Arvind Kejriwal speak against Rahul Gandhi? Didn't his team speak against Rahul Gandhi? And didn't Congress speak against them? See, all this will happen. This is part of that dance of the democracy. This is part of all that. So the fact remains that 2 things I want to conclude your answer with. My opening statement is that, listen, seat sharing does not mean be all and end all. Seat sharing is one of the tools for to combat the larger strong political party. One of the tools for India alliance. Number 2 is now what happens after the seat is shared and how are they going to win. That's number 2. So that's the first point. The second point is that, see, end of the day, India, I have done like I told you again and again, I'm telling you, I have done an editorial 1 month back where I said that the India alliance gaya, khatam hua, all that. It is all not all correct. Everything will come back to place. Everything will fall in place. And I am telling you today, even West Bengal will fall in place. So that's the point.
Sujit ji, my next question to you is, if we see that the numbers, then the formula 4-3 formula that we are seeing, also if we see in other states as well, Then Gujarat, 26 out of 24 Congress is contesting, 2 is being contested by the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, Gujarat is a state where Aam Aadmi Party had contested the assembly elections as well. Haryana, 10 out of 9 Congress, 1 to the Aam Aadmi Party, and Chandigarh, only 1 seat is there, so Congress is contesting. So, do you think that the seat sharing is fair? The numbers are appropriate?
See, finally, you and I are nobody to take a call on that. You and I are nobody to comment on that, except for, you can throw numbers. Like a lot of psephologists will now come and throw numbers at you. 18% there, 16.4% here and all that. See, wo sab theek hai. End of the day, it is about the political parties. It is about their booth workers. It is about their local workers. It's about their local karyakartas. If all of them are happy, everything is fine. So if they are not happy, everything is wrong. Everything will go wrong. Because kya hoga? If booth level workers are not happy, if their karyakartas are not happy in that particular state, in the respective state that they are tying up, it will be a problem. So if their karyakartas happy, their booth workers are happy, then obviously the research has been done. There is a consensus, there is an understanding, and let us see what happens. Let us see what happens after that. So that would be my comment, Shashank.
Sujit, what could be the reason that there was so much of confusion around these discussions? Like if we see in the NDA camp, we don't hear news regarding a tussle or a tug of war between parties. Even Eknath Shinde, if we talk about Maharashtra, even Shiv Sena is saying that we are going to go with what BJP says. Even BJP is saying the same thing, that what Narendra Modi and the top leadership says it is going to be there. And if we speak about NCP also, it is the same. Even other states as well, NDA partners are seen quite comfortable during the seat sharing arrangements. However, India Alliance, why so much of tug of war is taking place? Why are they not able to put their act together? Is what I want to ask you, sir.
Can I give a loose example? A very loose example. Have you gone to a mall? Big mall? Yeah. When you go to a mall, you find all brands, right? When you go to a shop, to a mall, when you find these brands, have you ever seen people haggling? नहीं 4 रुपए नहीं, मैं 3 रुपया दूंगी, नहीं तो मैं 1 रुपया दूंगा, मैं 100 रुपया नहीं 50 रुपए दूंगा. Have you seen people haggle? Shashank, no. Possibly it's a mall. It's a big place. It's an air-conditioned place. It's a big, huge place, and it's all branded product. The shopkeeper will say, "Mangta hai to le, nahi to nikal." Correct? Okay, because it's a mall. Okay. Now, have you gone to a small market?
Yes.
Market में क्या होता है? When you get केला कितने का दिया भैया? 10 रुपए का. नहीं, मैं 6 रुपए के ऊपर नहीं दूंगा. Correct? जब भैया से नो 6 रुपए में नहीं होगा, 9 रुपया देना पड़ेगा आपको, 7 रुपए में, and then 8 rupees possibly they fix up the price. Correct? See, this is what happens between when you are aligning with a ruling government, and that to a government which is even tipped to come the third term. Okay, when you negotiate with a ruling government and a popular government, and when you are negotiating with a government which is the a political group which is a competitor. So NDA is a ruling government and BJP is the ruling government. It is super powerful. It is an electioneering machine. They've got ED, IT, CBI, everybody under their control. So they have more than one method to negotiate with you. They have more than one method to negotiate with you. You don't negotiate, sit and negotiate in the negotiating table. You act smart, you go out, and ED will take and ensure that you are negotiated and you are bought back. Correct? So they've got more ways of negotiating with you. But party like Congress, what power do they have? Why should people listen to them? So the point is that if you talk and if you act smart, and if you agree, I mean, if Congress acts smart, people can walk out saying that nahi karne ka. So the haggling happens when the competitive parties meet together. When the sitting government, the all-powerful sitting government, when the all-powerful party of India called the Bharatiya Janata Party, when they negotiate with you, you either they say mangta hai lo, nahi mangta hai, we will make other ways to get you to agree to us, or you go. This is how it is going to happen. So that's the difference that you are seeing. I hope I have put my thoughts clearly in front of you.
Yes. Sujit ji, earlier when I asked about if the seat sharing is appropriate, you said that it depends about the party workers. If they are happy, then things on the ground would look good. But Mumtaz Patel, our daughter of veteran Congress leader Ahmed Patel, has expressed her displeasure that the Bharuch seat has gone to Aam Aadmi Party. So she has said that it is father's legacy that has gone to Aam Aadmi Party, and she's not very happy with the seat going to Aam Aadmi Party. However, the Congress is not incumbent on that seat. They have not won that seat since 80s. But that we are seeing that she has expressed her upsetness. So how do you see that?
Shashank, the biggest problem of Congress is entitlement. Concept of entitlement. Father's legacy, mother's legacy, grandfather's legacy, great-grandfather's legacy, great-grandfather's uncle's, auntie's legacy. This legacy business, this legacy business is what killed Congress. Okay, India doesn't belong to any legacy. India doesn't belong to any Patels, neither does it belong to any Nehrus. Okay, let us be very clear about that. It belongs to nobody. India belongs to all of us. There is no legacy. One person quitting Congress and then saying that allegations that I saw people taking bribe during COVID. COVID ke waqt chup baitha. When now he's coming and saying that I saw people taking bribe during COVID, and therefore I am angry with Congress. I am going to go again. Listen, you find all this problem with entitled people whose fathers were Congress. Show me one person who left Congress recently whose father was not in Congress. Right from Jyotiraditya Scindia, Ashok Chavan, Milind Deora, every person who left Congress had a father was in Congress, grandfather was in Congress, and they thought that they are entitled. So everything is their legacy. What legacy? What are you talking about? Whose legacy? This is our legacy. We are Indians. It is your legacy as much as mine. No constituency belongs to any individual or any surname or any family. It belongs to nobody. It belongs to Indians. I am happy Congress is taking steps. I am happy Congress is letting these people go. It is good that these people are leaving. It is good that these people with entitlement are leaving. And unfortunately for Bharatiya Janata Party is taking all of them, which is not a very good thing, because what spoiled Congress yesterday will spoil Bharatiya Janata Party tomorrow. See, these legacies need to go. These legacies going is the best thing that can happen. And if Congress is doing that, that is good for Congress. That system will be cleansed. And even Rahul Gandhi and others should understand that Congress doesn't belong to anybody. Congress doesn't belong to anybody. Congress belongs to all of us, to every countryman. So does BJP. It belongs to all of us. These are national political parties, which every Indian has the right to question, to ask, to be part of. By paying 10 rupees, you can be part of each of these parties. What legacy are we talking about? So this is all old talks, old Congress talks. Now, unfortunately or fortunately, it is becoming BJP talks also. Soon, next year, next 5 years, you will see all these talks in BJP also. My legacy street, this legacy street, my grandfather's seat, his grandfather's seat. Yes, hoga BJP. That's what I have to say.
Sujit, we have seen alliances earlier as well. If we take an example of Samajwadi Party, Bahujan Samajwadi Party, an alliance which was anticipated that it would pay off very well, but it did not fructify. So this alliance is also said to be very good. AAP-Congress coming together for the first time. But do you think that this alliance, the cadre on ground, can successfully transfer the votes to its alliance partner? Do you think that?
See, logically, it makes sense. But let me tell you, I'm used the word logically very carefully here. Logically, it makes sense. Why? Because the AAP voters are most probably the former Congress voters. You see, BJP voters are very clear. BJP voters have their own ideology. They are the Hindutva voters, and they are very clear. So it's not the BJP voters that broke away from BJP and voted for AAP. So the people who broke away and voted for AAP were the Congress voters, the secular vote, at least the so-called secular vote. Okay. Now the point is, if the parties come together, there is a probability of transferring votes. So a secular voter who was used to vote for AAP will vote for Congress, and a Congress voter, just because there is an alliance with AAP, they make good vote for AAP. Now this is logic, and I said logically speaking. But let me tell you something. In this alliance business, while a lot of psephologists may give you a lot of gyan and a lot of numbers and all that, let me assure you, what we've seen is in this alliance business, nobody knows whether how the voters will think. Okay, a voter may decide not to give vote to AAP. Okay, not to give vote to AAP. Whoever, then he would rather give a nota, or he would not go for voting that day, or he may go and give it to BJP. He may decide not to give vote for Congress, or all that can happen. All that can happen depends on that period, that particular point in time. So logically speaking, yes, the transfer of votes from AAP to Congress and Congress to AAP should be easy, logically speaking. But practically speaking, one has to wait and watch as to how the voters are going to take this alliance, how much the voters trust this alliance, how much the voters would like to see AAP and Congress come together, and do they even think that AAP and Congress have come together. So all these factors will play a very vital role in this. Shashank, I will give my last bit on this at the end in the end of the program, but that's what I would say to your question right now.
Yeah, Sujitji, when the announcement was being made, everybody was anticipating that something would come on Punjab as well. But Punjab, still the stance is that 13 of the 13 Lok Sabha seats, both Congress and AAP will fight on their own. Now, Punjab is one seat where Congress has won 8 seats, and if we speak, Aam Aadmi Party had won one seat, that is Bhagwant Man's seat. Then he later became chief minister. So more or less, Punjab AAP is also strong because they have a state government there. So why do you think that they have not forged an alliance in Punjab?
Why do you think that the Punjab didn't give more MPs to AAP? Why do you think Punjab did? See, the point is, one needs to understand. You see, it is not necessary that the government, the voters vote for state government, assembly elections and state and Lok Sabha elections the same way. It is not necessary. Though a lot of arguments, a lot of logical, a lot of political scientists will tell you, no, there is a similarity between the MP vote, that is the Lok Sabha vote, and the assembly vote. A lot of psephologists may tell you, but and there is a difference between a municipal corporation vote and a MLA vote and an MP vote. So municipal corporation is different, but MLA MP, there is a certain amount of similarity. This is what a lot of political scientists will tell you. But in the recent past, what we have seen is Delhi, for instance, the state government is with AAP. 7 out of 7 MPs went to BJP. Why? So the point is, the question then arises, does the voters see AAP as a national party that has any chance to form the government in the center? If the party doesn't have any chance to form a government in the center, why do I waste my vote on a party that will never come in the center? And that is possibly the reason why Delhiites voted for AAP in the state, because they would do a good job in the state, but didn't vote for them in the center. That is point number 1. Point number 2. See, look at Congress. Congress and AAP were actually competing each other in Punjab. It was not, BJP was nowhere in the picture. BJP was part of that. This time around, they were not even part of Shiromani Akali Dal, but BJP was nowhere in the picture. The fight is between AAP and Congress. Why would Congress want to promote AAP in an area where they and AAP were in competition? See, thirdly, also understand that Congress got wiped out from Punjab, like the way Congress got wiped out from Uttar Pradesh at one point in time. One point in time, what? All the Gandhis and all were all standing from Uttar Pradesh, no? Indira Gandhi stood from Chikmagalur at one point. Besides that, they were always Amethi and Rai Bareli and all that. The point is that Congress just got wiped out from Uttar Pradesh. Now, Congress wouldn't want to take that risk with Punjab. So, if they promote, and if they be friends with AAP, obviously Congress leaders, if Rahul Gandhi goes to Punjab, he has to say, no, in a rally, dekho mera ye AAP ka, hamara ally hai, inko vote do. He has to say, na. Why would he want to say that? And why would he want to therefore promote an AAP? And vice versa. Why would Arvind Kejriwal want to promote his competitor? So Punjab, I understand. I understand that they don't want to come together, and it is fair also. Also, the third point, Shashank, that we need to understand very clearly is, see, there is anti-incumbency. After Man's government has taken over, things have not been very good in Punjab. Things have not been very good. There has been labor, there has been farmer issues, major volatility. There has been Khalistan issue that has just propped up after AAP took over. There has been, so there has been a lot of issues with Bhagwan Singh Mann. Is kind of reputation in terms of conduct and all also has been in question. The point that I'm trying to say is, why would Congress want to share all that? भाई उनका प्रॉब्लम है वो सॉल्व करे, शेयर क्यों करे? Why should Congress be part of that anti-incumbency? So Congress may not want to do that. And AAP also, looking at from AAP perspective, they are done well in Punjab. Why would they want to take a risk by even allowing Congress to put a foot on the door? So both ways, I think keeping AAP and Congress separate in Punjab, fighting separate, would be politically very ideal for Punjab. Thirdly, finally, listen, you asked about transfer of votes. One doesn't know whether the transfer of vote will be that lucid in Punjab as much as it would probably be in Delhi and Ahmedabad. Why? Because see, last time it was AAP against Congress. So anti-Congress votes went to AAP, and people who didn't want to vote to AAP voted Congress. Now you are asking the same person who didn't want to vote to AAP, vote for AAP, to vote for AAP, and you are asking the same person who didn't want to vote for Congress to vote for Congress. थोड़ा problem होगा ना वो. So that's the logic here, Shashank.
Very, very interesting point that you have raised, that these parties are at loggerheads in the state. That has prompted my another question, that both these parties are at loggerheads when it is about state assembly elections. And Haryana is also going to polls later in the year. So don't you think the voter would get confused, because in the assembly elections they are fighting against each other, in Lok Sabha they are in alliance? So don't you think this is the voter would get confused, and the ground level, the booth level karyakarta would get confused?
Nationally, CPIM and Congress fought together 2019, but in Kerala they were fighting separate. Did the voters get confused? See, the point is, don't underestimate. I would urge you not to underestimate Indian voters. Indian voters are smart. Indian voters are intelligent. Indian voters understand what is happening. Indian voters know that they are coming together because they cannot fight BJP alone. They are not in a position to fight BJP alone. So they have to come together. So Indian voters are intelligent enough. And the voters who wants to see BJP go, they will align internally and vote for the party that will ensure that BJP goes. Then later on, after the election, these parties cheat them. That's a different issue. That also happens. They vote for a particular party because they believe that a particular government is going to come, and when they post their vote, some of these parties cheat them. Well, the voters will show them. They will teach them a lesson. What else can I say? But as of now, voters know who is going where.
Okay, so yesterday, Saurabh Bharadwaj, Aam Aadmi Party leader, had made a comment that as soon as we announce an alliance with the Congress and we forge an alliance with the Congress, within 2 to 3 days, Arvind Kejriwal would be arrested. Now, we all know he is under ED scanner. Some of his colleagues are already in jail, and the Delhi liquor policy, all of that we already know. So how much of that do you think can happen? And before an election, Arvind Kejriwal going to jail, already there is some kind of perception that the BJP government do not allow him to work with the help of LG. So do you think that it would eventually, if Arvind Kejriwal is arrested, it would benefit the AAP?
See, in 2019, Sharad Pawar was supposed to be summoned, not summoned, supposed to be summoned in ED. Okay, Sharad Pawar said, better than being summoned when I'm in my road show, when I'm doing my campaign, I would rather go to ED and surrender and say, Baba, whatever questions you want to ask me now. Thousands and thousands of people gathered outside ED. Finally, I remember the Commissioner of Police Mumbai, then Mr. Barve, had to go to Sharad Pawar and tell him, Baba, don't go. There is no arrest notice for you. You don't have to go there. Okay. And he took an assurance that, Baba, listen, you will not call me back from my campaign. I will do my campaign peacefully. ED has never called Sharad Pawar. But you know what happened? The entire sympathy of Maharashtra went with Sharad Pawar, coupled with that photograph where he was, standing drenched in rain and talking to his audience. That made the difference. The numbers that Sharad Pawar got, that NCP got. I'm not saying therefore they got more than Bharatiya Janata Party, but still the number they got, which was unprecedented. Even I don't even think Sharad Pawar thought that he will get that kind of numbers. Let me assure you. Okay, the numbers that they got is actually because of that sympathy. Western Maharashtra, which is Sharad Pawar's strength, which is Sharad Pawar's stronghold, Western Maharashtra revolted. Let me tell our viewers, Western Maharashtra would start somewhere in Nasik, end in Kolhapur. That's the Western Maharashtra spread. Western Maharashtra actually got very, very, very upset with this, and they backed Sharad Pawar. So why am I telling you this story? You see, I think that it is not very. I don't think it's obvious that Arvind Kejriwal will be arrested and all that. I don't think they will arrest Arvind Kejriwal yet. Why? Because I think if Arvind Kejriwal is arrested, Arvind Kejriwal's equity will go skyrocketing. It will go skyrocketing. Okay. The sympathy for him will go skyrocketing. AAP and his team and whatever, Congress, anybody, they will sweep Delhi elections. AAP will do phenomenally well in Punjab. AAP will do well everywhere, 1, 2 seats, wherever they are standing, they will do fairly well. Why? Because there will be a sympathy wave for Arvind Kejriwal. See, Shashank, people are not fools. Okay. See, you have all these cases. Fine, you have all these cases. But arresting party leaders, arresting an entire party literally, Sisodia, Sanjay Singh, people who are stalwarts of the party on the eve of the election. Okay, don't you think people understand? Why, if you want to arrest them, wait till the election is over. In 2 months, the election is over. After that, you arrest him. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? 2 महीने में कौन सा फर्क पड़ता है? You are not convicted him, are you? Have you? You are arresting him for interrogation. So arrest him after 2 months. What difference does it make? Why arrest today, now? Put behind bars, close the door, throw the key in the Bay of Bengal. Why all this? You're doing it because of some political reason, isn't it? People don't understand. Of course, people do. So I believe, this is my understanding. I may be wrong. At some level, I think that Arvind Kejriwal, who is a seasoned activist, jail and all doesn't make much of a difference to him. He is a seasoned activist. Arvind Kejriwal wants to go behind bars. Arvind Kejriwal will be happy to go behind bars. Arvind Kejriwal will create that situation into a huge event the day he goes behind bars. And believe me, that is going to have huge positive, positive results for Aam Aadmi Party. So that is what I believe. And Aam Aadmi Party has been saying since last 2 months that tomorrow Arvind is going to be arrested. Day after tomorrow Arvind is going to be arrested. 1 month from today Arvind is going to be arrested. So they have been saying that.
He has been skipping ED summons left. He has been skipping ED summons left, right, and center, and is going to campaigns.
Yeah, it is not because he's afraid of getting arrested. I think he is trying his best to ensure that he's arrested. So yeah, I think that is where the thing is. And strategically, I think that's not a bad idea. Actually, that's a good strategy that he's playing. He's not a common man. He's got a lot of fans in this country. He's got a lot of followers in this country. So yeah, I mean, from his perspective, it's a fairly decent strategy.
Okay, so before we conclude this live session, I would like to take one of the question from one of our subscribers. Tayyab Ali Faizan is asking, would like to know Sujit's view about predicting the Lok Sabha election 2024. Today's contrast, will still BJP gain 370 and NDA 400 above? I know it's
See,
too early.
I will not be able to predict, because let me tell our honorable subscriber. First of all, thank you for his subscription. Thanks to people like him that our channel actually functions. It's because of people like him that we pay our bills and we run this show. So thank you first. Secondly, see, I don't want to predict elections. Why? Because if you predict elections, you see, in my mind, I will tell you, in my mind, it is my opinion. I'm not predicting anything, it's my opinion. See, getting 370 and all that looks absolutely illogical. It looks illogical. It looks illogical because I don't think BJP is going to make a huge difference in Kerala. I don't think so. I don't think BJP. I don't even think they may open an account in Kerala. Assuming they open an account in Kerala, it is not going to make a huge. They're not going to make some huge seats. They're not going to make some huge seats in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu. They're not going to make that many seats in Telangana, Andhra Pradesh. In fact, I believe, my opinion, they are not going to get the same amount of seats in Karnataka and Maharashtra which they got in 2019. They are not going to get. They are full up in Uttar Pradesh. They're maxed out in Rajasthan. They're maxed out in Madhya Pradesh. Now they cannot go up. They can only come down a few seats. They cannot go up. I'm not therefore saying that the popularity of Bharatiya Janata Party has come down and all that. All that those claims I will not make, because it is not. Okay, their popularity is intact, but they have maxed out. इससे ज़्यादा क्या करोगे आप? So the point is, with maxing out, they are 303. Now the fact is, Maharashtra may not react the way it reacted. South will definitely not react the way it reacted. West Bengal, if they don't blow Sandesh Kali more, may not react the way it reacted before. Delhi may not react the way it reacted. Delhi was 7 out of 7 for Bharatiya Janata Party. It may not react the way it reacted. So, math, I can't see where the numbers are going to come from. As in, where the number 370 are going to come from. Is BJP going to be the single largest party? Of course. Is BJP going to get fairly decent numbers? Of course. Will BJP cross the 275 mark? Yeah, it will. It possibly could cross the 275, 280 mark, 290 mark. But will BJP, therefore, this is my opinion. Let me tell you, this is my opinion. Please don't, it is not that I'm predicting anything or something. In my opinion, them coming and saying that they are going to therefore be 370 and all, I doubt. I have my doubts. NDA, BJP could put together.
In UP also, after the paper leak incident, there has been a lot of protest by student unions, and we are seeing visuals that are not very good for the BJP government over there. So don't you think that it is too early? Things might...
No. Uttar Pradesh, let me tell you, Uttar Pradesh, by and large, till now, Yogi government has put a fantastic, they've got fantastic grip on the people. Anti-incumbency in Uttar Pradesh has not been so high. I mean, Uttar Pradesh was predicted wrong even in 2021, whenever, 21, when Uttar Pradesh assembly election happened. Okay, so Uttar Pradesh, Yogi government has got fantastic grip on in the state. So all that one incident or two incident may change Uttar Pradesh and all. One doesn't see it that way. And it is not much that, except for tying up with Congress, what has Akhilesh government done? What has Akhilesh, not government, but Akhilesh Yadav done? What has the Samajwadi Party done? What has Congress done? So, क्या opposition किया है? Opposition का role होता है ना? There is some role that the opposition does. What role of opposition have they done? So, I don't see much of things happening in Uttar Pradesh. ये सब ठीक है, वो सब देखते हैं क्या होता है. हाँ,
reports are also there that Amit Shah and Yogi are also, there is some kind of cold war between Amit Shah and Yogi also.
See, I'll tell you. Sorry, Shashank. In our channel, let's not discuss all this. We'll put this all aside. See, ye report and all, na, that he's cutty with him and he's butty with him and he's not talking to him and he's not talking to this and all that. See, finally, especially in a political party like Bharatiya Janata Party, all these doesn't matter. Why? Because it's a very well-oiled election machine. When election starts, no, a button gets pressed, dumb. And when that button gets pressed, everything starts working. Okay, then he is not good with him, he is not good with that is not good with him, this is not, all that takes a backseat. Then they go win election. After the election, is when you see that he is not good with him and he is not good with that. All that after the election. But in the election, during the election, nothing of this affects. So let's not get guided. It may sound very good. It may be good to discuss in a dining table or over a drink that, and all that. But reality is that it will not affect the election. This is my point.
Okay, thank you, Sujit ji, for joining in. That was an enriching session, to the point. So viewers, the news for the day is that Aam Aadmi Party and Congress has sealed alliance in 5 states. In Delhi, out of the 7 seats, Congress is going to field candidates in 3 seats, and Aam Aadmi Party is going to field candidates in 4 seats. If we talk about Gujarat, out of the 26 seats, 24 seats are going to the Congress and 2 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party. In Haryana, out of the 10 seats, 9 seats are going to the Congress and 1 to the Aam Aadmi Party. In Goa, 2 out of 2 seats are going to be Congress is going to fight on both the seats. In Chandigarh, there's only 1 seat and the Congress is going to fight on that 1 seat. So that is the news for the day. We are going to keep you posted regarding any updates, but for that you have to subscribe to HW News English.